Alright, what is good, y'all? It's the Sandman back at it again with another special reaction video for probably the most popular person that I've reacted to on my channel thus far, Stevie Ray Vaughan. And I can see why he's the most popular guy because this guy's just a monster. He's a virtuoso. Um, he's just a machine. And the guy can play a guitar like nobody else can. So today I'm curious to see his take on a Jimi Hendrix classic, probably definitely my top three, top five, I would say, Jimi Hendrix songs, Voodoo Child. And yeah, man, let's just get right into it. I'm curious. This is from Austin, Texas. I'm assuming it's gonna be a lot of just E minor plunder on on the blues scale. It's gonna be a lot of you know screeches behind the back playing. I mean, um, and I know the whole band's tight, so I'm curious. 8 minutes long, so definitely gonna be a lot of like stuff that he throws in there, and puts a little SRV twist on things. So, anyways, without too much talking, let's listen to this Voodoo Child live from Austin, Texas, Mr. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Let's see what he's got. I mean, so far you can already see like the tone is absolutely monstrous. It's a behemoth of a tone that this guy possesses on that Strat, man. The thick gauges, the high action. I mean, everything else, everything just contributes to like his own style. But credit where his credit's due, man. The vocals are pretty darn good. Stevie Ray's got a good voice. He's a good singer. And I think that's something that's a little underappreciated, or maybe goes under the radar. But because his guitar playing is absolutely phenomenal, but his vocals are pretty good too. Um, and I love how he played those like notes. He sang that one verse where he plays the notes along with the notes that he's singing to. So that was pretty cool, and and the rhythm playing is very tight. The chords are very thick and rich as well. So amazing stuff here that he's doing, and I love that little signature lick that he played. If you guys know what I'm talking about, he played like 2 or 3 times so far. That's an absolute crazy lick, right there on the E minor pentatonic. But let's get right into it, man. I'm probably not gonna stop for another while because it's gonna keep on playing solos over this. So let's go.
Give it back to you each and every day. I didn't need to take up all your sweet time. Give it back to you each and every day. If I don't see you in this world, see the next one. Don't be late, don't be late, 'cause I'm a voodoo child. God knows I'm a voodoo child.
goodness. Unreal. Y'all ever have those playlists, like, for all you guitar heads out there, you just have those playlists where, like, they just epitomize, like, what guitar is all about? Like, they put the best of the best, and you just make a song full of, like, guys who just can showcase exactly what's, stretches the limits of what can be done on the instrument. This is one of those songs that I'm, like, have to throw on there, man, because this was just 8 minutes of pure like flames. You know what I mean? Some thunderous licks, and of course we all love the song "Voodoo Child." You know what I'm saying? Jimi Hendrix, the legend. The song is infectious. I mean, the main riff is really infectious. The dun 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 dun. It can do a lot of. You can do a lot around that, man. And I love how he alternates like some licks and goes back into that main riff. And I also really like that funk section where they sort of broke it down from like the intro. He had like the more standard version of the song, and then he broke it down at like the 4 minute mark, I believe, into the more funky, slower groove. And the whole band was really tight with the transitions as well. The drummer and of course the bass player. The bass player was really good in this song. What else can I say? Yeah. I mean, he had some killer effects too. I mean, you can see him like going down. I think adjusting the knob on some of the pedals down there. Maybe about 5 or 6 minutes in, he had like really a screaming effect on the guitar. It sounded like it was literally like screaming. Like I don't know if it was like it sounded like a tube scream. It might have been like a tube screamer kind of effect. I don't know if that's what the effect is on a tube screamer, but that's what it sounded like to me, and it was like insane, man. Um, it's like he was lighting it on fire, man. That poor thing, man. Hope it's 18. Hope that guitar is 18. But another cool thing about it is you don't really see on this song like on a lot and some other songs that I've reacted to by him. He like explore a lot of areas in the neck, different positions on the neck. This was just pretty much 90% was right there on that first position pentatonic on the lows and the open strings and up there on the 12th fret. So he can make all those different sounds and all those different combinations and make it all sound so interesting and not repetitive. And I've said this time and time again in all of his songs, but everything sounds very fresh because again, even the subtle vibrato that the vibrato makes it, just adds another like element of like uniqueness because it's like a signature vibrato that he has, and yeah, he can play his way around that even that one position, and you would never get bored of hearing it because that's what he's good at. That's his bread and butter. He's been doing this for like maybe by the time in this video, maybe 15 years, when he performed at this concert. So he knows his way around, making the most out of like so few options, and you wouldn't even realize he has few options because he's playing in so many different ways that you think like, my goodness, this guy just what can he not do? It's like he's like thinking 10 steps ahead, but he's just playing it in the moment, and that's just so cool to me. But yeah, I mean his palm muting. I mean the mutes are sensational when he's like he makes it like sound so heavy, and really gritty when he just like he when he does the palm mutes. Especially you can hear that during the breakdown as well, and you don't really hear any string noise. You don't hear any like missed notes or like a note ringing out here and there. Everything sounds so crisp and so clean. It just amazes me how someone can do that with this kind of song, especially where you're just kind of playing balls to the wall, just kind of really like digging into the notes and really using a lot of attack and playing with a lot of speed. But this guy just does it so flawlessly, man. He's a monster, an absolute beast. And these guys don't come around often, man, these kind of players. But I would say the closest thing right now maybe to this might be someone like Eric Gales. Eric Gales is like, I'm sure Stevie Ray Vaughan influenced him a lot because he's very Hendrixy type of player as well. So if you guys don't know who Eric Gales is, I suggest you look him up. I'm sure he. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he's covered. He's got a few Stevie Ray Vaughan covers under his belt as well. But he's the closest guy I can think of in this day and age that can that even comes like somewhat close to Stevie Ray Vaughan's kind of style of playing and his ability in this genre. So, anyways, that's enough of me rambling, guys. I was blown away by this. I mean, this is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. And I'm definitely adding this to my, guitar playlist. So awesome. Definitely gonna react to more Stevie Ray Vaughan, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Whenever you're seeing this, have a good night, have a blessed day. It's the Sandman checking out. Peace.